Good day everyone, I am Mrs. Renton, your business mathematics teacher. As you can see on the screen, there's my cell phone number, my email account, Facebook account, and even my messenger. The reason why I presented this on the screen, just to get in touch any of your concern regarding to our topic every day. So, you can open your cell phone and add me to your messenger. So if you have your question, you can easily get in touch or concern, okay? So, just add me in your text, in your message. Okay, fraction. This fraction learning is important. Some of you will answer yes. It's very important to know fraction. Actually, fraction, it helps us understand the nature of numbers and even interaction. So why should I say interaction? Because you know certain definition or understanding about division, so you can easily solve problem, or you can easily find the solution of the problem. And in fraction also, it helps us in our daily activities, like in business. So we have to manage our finances. Okay? So it's very important to know about fraction. We can also use fraction in our cooking or baking. Fraction tells on how many of an ingredients to be used. So fraction is very important. Okay? So today, I'm going to discuss about fraction, right? So, as you can see, we also created as a value of being careful. So, we have to be more careful about finding the solution of the problem, analyzing the problem, or even computing the certain problem in our discussion. So we have to be more careful. So in this case, class, these are the objectives of fraction. First, to define fraction. Next is identify the different kinds of fraction. So as I have said, we have to nurture our knowledge of a certain concept, like fraction. So therefore, fraction simply says that it is part of a whole. There is a numerator at the top of the number, and the bottom of the number is, we call it denominator. As you can see in the middle part, there is a bar, so we call it as division or fraction. So that's the meaning of a fraction. Okay, so it has a numerator and denominator. Actually, there are different kinds of fraction. This one is a proper fraction. Proper fraction, a fraction that has a numerator that is less than the denominator. So as you can see in our example, 3 is smaller than the denominator of 5, or the numerator is less than the denominator. So I will give you another example for further knowledge about this proper fraction. So as you have observed, try to observe this example of proper fraction. Along here, at the top of the number, those are the numerator, right? So which is less than the denominator of the bottom part of this number. So 4 is less than the denominator of 7. 8 is less than the denominator of 9. 12 is less than the denominator of 15. So therefore, in proper fraction, the numerator is less than the denominator, or smaller than the denominator. Another kind of fraction is improper fraction. Improper fraction says here a fraction that has a larger number on the top than on the bottom. So in our example, 8 and 6, which is 8 is our numerator, which is greater than the denominator, and 6 is our denominator, which is opposite of the proper fraction. So, in proper fraction, the numerator is greater than the denominator. For further knowledge, I'll give you another example for this improper fraction. So again, try to observe those fractions of this improper fraction. So along the numerator, those are the numerator which is greater than the denominator. So 8 is greater than the denominator 5, right? So 15 is also greater than the denominator of 10. 7 is greater than the denominator of 3. So those are an example of improper fraction, which means that the numerator is greater than the denominator. Okay, did you get? So another one is mixed fraction. All of the above are examples of mixed fraction. So it means to say that mixed fraction, a whole number and a fractional part. So in this case, the 1 here is our whole number and 1/2 is a fractional part. So 15 is our whole number and 5/6 is our fractional part. 3 is a whole number and 2/3 is our fractional part. 10, 6, 7, it is also a mixed number that has a whole number and a fractional part. 5 is our whole number and 2/5 is our fractional part. And 6, 11 is our mixed number, which is 6 is a whole number and 11, 7 is a fractional part. So therefore, in a fractional part, it's either improper fraction or proper fraction as long as there is a proper fractional part. Okay? So it consists of a whole number and a fractional part. And that is an improper fraction. Actually, there are different kinds of fraction. So in this case, I will just give you an overview about this fraction. So this is just an overview because we're going to use this to our fundamental operation. But I want to give you a sort of overview of this knowledge. So simple fraction can be reduced to lowest term or can be divided evenly. As you can see, an example of 2/4. So you're going to find any number that is divisible by 2 and 4. So ibig sabihin, that is divided evenly. So you have to divide number that is divisible by 2 and 4, and the answer is 1/2. That is our lowest term. Next is not simple fraction. Not simple fraction cannot be reduced to lowest term. So this is a kind of fraction that cannot be reduced to lowest term. There is no such number that can be divided by these two numerator and denominator. So we call it as not simple fraction. Actually, there are 3 kinds of fraction. The improper fraction, the improper fraction, mixed number, the mixed fraction. I would like to add this unit fraction as another kind of fraction. So unit fraction has an equivalent value of 1. This is our example. 6/6 is equivalent to 1. 9/9 is equivalent to 1. So it means to say that in unit fraction, fraction that has an equivalent value of 1. So any number or any fraction that has an equivalent of value of 1, that is a unit of fraction. Okay? So those are the kinds of fraction. Proper fraction, which is numerator is less than the denominator. Improper fraction, the numerator is greater than the denominator. Mixed fraction, it consists of a whole number in a fractional part. And uniform fraction, fraction that has an equivalent of value of 1. So those are the kinds of fraction, having a numerator and denominator. So I will give you a short seat word. You can answer this in your house. So you can send your answer in our messenger so that you will know if your answer is correct or not. Or any other concern, you can send it there also in the messenger. So our direction would be identify the different kinds of fraction, answer all these questions as fast as you can, and send again on the messenger or Facebook your answer or the concern. So these are the kinds of fraction that you are going to identify those numbers. Okay? I hope you've learned a lot to our discussion for today. So tomorrow for your study, please advance reading of changing form of fraction. So that's all for today, and good day everyone. Bye.